What is good, Cardano fam, Ada gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Fluid Tokens announces babel fees are coming this month to Cardano. This is super exciting, guys. We know in late January they announced performing the first Bitcoin transaction on Ethereum, babel fees for Cardano, sending Cardano native tokens and NFTs without ADA, paying transaction fees with Cardano native tokens, paying zero transaction fees with dApp sponsorship, and using dApps paying with stablecoins. At that time, they said Q1 looks so good for ADA's interoperability. So I'm super excited, guys, to see what they do with babel fees, Bitcoin, interoperability, native integrations. I think this is going to be a massive milestone for Cardano. Well done, Fluid Tokens. Very exciting. Cardano ADA founder Charles Hoskinson responds, could be more than one, to a poll by Minturn asking who he's meeting, CZ, David Sachs, Elon Musk, or others. So it could be multiple. Could be David Sachs and the president. Could be Elon and other parties. Maybe some senators like Cynthia Lummis or Senator Tim Scott. We'll wait and see, but more on that later. Charles says there's no problem we can't solve. No roadmap we can't adapt. No strategy we can't execute. Greatness comes from the integrity to be honest, the courage to be disliked, the ability for tough conversations and still push forward. I really like these kind of discussions on philosophy and mindset for people to be solution oriented, focus on objectives, and provide constructive criticism and to move us forward. It's really nice to see a leader who's charismatic, intelligent, excellent, but also very stoic and resilient. So he's a good Charles. Grayscale files Cardano ADA spot ETF with the New York Stock Exchange. This is taking over X. This is the highlight of today. This is fantastic, as we just saw Virtune launch the Cardano ETP in NYSE in Finland. So this is fantastic, guys. We continue to see institutional interest. So again, I was really enjoying the cope in the comments on the variety of the outlets that were covering this news. And this is great. And everything's linked below. If you guys want to see the source, it's included. A big shout out to Dan for finding that source, the NYSE filing. Another one in the books and more to come. Let me know what you guys think about that news. Charles Hoskinson says, I believe our best days are ahead of us. We can earn the right to be better than where the world is currently at by how we work together. Let's focus on being productive, constructive, and working in the right direction. And again, it's a call to action for D-Reps to be strong, resilient, empathetic, but also the community to not just jump on the bandwagon with what we see online. We always got to do our best to have meekness, restraint, think on both sides of the picture, give people the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise. So again, we see that Charles, he's based, power levels definitely over 9,000. Charles Hoskinson says the VIP dinner got moved from February 22nd to March 1st. And here's the massive clue, guys. Diet Coke will certainly be on the menu. Well, as soon as he said Diet Coke will be on the menu, I'm like, it's either got to be Elon, because I've seen so many clips online of his enthusiasm and love for the drink, or the president. So it could be either or, maybe both. What do you guys think? Who is it going to be? So he finished up saying the super important meeting is early March now. Now, I don't know if this is in addition to, or if he was simply referring to this exact moment. But nonetheless, this hint, it could be the president, could be Elon, could be both. But it could be someone else. Only time will tell. WanChain Bridge connects Solana to 14 other blockchains with support for 9 unique assets. Now, this is great for Cardano. Why? Because the more that WanChain, which is built as an extension of Cardano's Ouroboros, the more that they can integrate more assets, more networks, the more it complements Cardano. The more that we have the ability to onboard more net audiences, wallets, volume, which is great. And I think I counted today on their dApp about 6 or 7 unique assets that can be bridged directly to and from Cardano and Solana. So this is great to see more advancements with this bridge. And bridges have come a long way since 2021. Also available on Google TV, says Nacho. Big shout out to Nacho. This is regarding what we covered yesterday where Stuff.io launched the Stuff app on Amazon Fire TV, so Google users will be happy about that. Strike Finance, derivatives on Cardano, new version of the app deployed, product upgrade. No more long or short, just buy and sell for a cleaner experience. I like that. Orders table added, new orders show instantly. Past ones are synchronizing. Bug fixes, smoother performance all around. Well, as a certified UX designer, I always enjoy it when I see people make things simple. There's a great mantra I talk about often of you can bake half a cake, not a half-baked cake. And simplicity is always great. In a world where we continue to add too much, featureitis, simplicity, minimalism, less is more. So it's great to see these quality of life improvements. Well done, Strike Finance. Let's see what's going on with the Bitcoin world, and then we'll take a look at price. North Carolina introduces bill to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And that's good in my eyes because we see more Bitcoin support. We see more institutional support for not only Bitcoin, but altcoins, as we saw with Grayscale today. Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy buys another over 7,600 Bitcoin worth $742 million. He continues to scoop up. And rightfully so, because Ali Martinez, technical analyst, was right with the buy signal. He made that tweet when Cardano was around 65 cents. Earlier, he mentioned that Cardano is holding up pretty well above that 67 line mark. And here we are today at 7425. Looking pretty decent if you ask me. And if it goes down further, I'm just going to buy more. Opportunity. The thing is that I was watching a clip by George, recent one, and he was saying that often when people sell when they're down, you got to have that mentality of selling when you're super greedy, when everything's right at the top. And I just don't see the euphoria. From the qualitative perspective, there's so much overwhelming bearishness. And when we look at the unrealized profits, when we look at the low search results, when we look at a variety of things, it's showing us that from a narrative perspective, I don't think the top is in. I really don't think the top is in when it comes to alts and the rest of the space. Let's take a look at TradingView. And one of you guys also asked, hey, Angry, can you make a video about quantitative easing? So I'm going to see what I can do over the next few days to involve a lot of clips on why I believe there's going to be a lot of QE in the US and around the world, which is going to send really everything to Mars and beyond in terms of pricing. But it's not just that, but that's an important factor. But back to this, we see Bitcoin at 61.4% for dominance. ADA, 746, looking really nice. It's up about 5%, and I think that's with the good news with just everything going on. Charles, who he's going to meet, also Grayscale. I think there's a lot of positive sentiment shift. XRP at 2.46, which again, you guys know those are my two favorite blue chip alts, XRP and ADA. They're brothers, if you didn't know. So, and Bitcoin at 98. Of course, Krillin is not on here, aka Litecoin, but I think Litecoin would do well. I saw one of you guys in the comments said, Angry, sell your Litecoin. Guys, Litecoin is kind of like my dinosaur Krillin play. You know what I'm saying? And I don't hold as much LTC as I do remotely even close to ADA or XRP. But those are my holdings, just so you know. BTC, biggest altcoin bag is ADA, then it's XRP, then a little bit of Litecoin. I actually hold nothing else, like literally nothing else. It's just those holdings. And I really believe lately in the past few years, minimalism, the law of subtraction, I think that when you hold so many different projects, you kind of inherit a lot of stress involved with monitoring them, watching the trackers, watching the news. So I like to just practice simplicity, but do what works best for you. I think the takeaway for today in terms of the highlight is most definitely Grayscale with filing the spot Cardano ADA ETF with New York Stock Exchange. And I think the second one is going to definitely be the hint for the dinner. March 1st, Diet Coke will be on the menu for certain. Guys, I think that he could be meeting up with President Trump and or Elon Musk. But let me know your thoughts on the ETF and this. Who is it going to be? Smash that subscribe, smash that like. I will see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.